Hello and welcome to a new video here on my channel here at commaik. My new pool can finally be built. The foundation slab is finished and the materials have been delivered. Today I will start laying my block walls. I will take you along with me. I will show you how I proceed, how I incorporate the reinforcement and connect the blocks together. Connect. If you want to know how I go about it, stay tuned, because we're about to get started. In the last video, I already showed you how I planned my pool on the computer. I have the retaining walls, as I want to build them, already laid out with the stones that I had left over. Now the truck has arrived and delivered the load. I will build this row of stones, up to the height that the side retaining walls have. I will build these side retaining walls. I will continue to use it. On the east side, my stairs are being built. A small part could be done here. You can already see it. To the right of that, I will place a platform in the water. This way, you can easily cool down, but still not sit in the water up to my neck. Here on the south side, I will build the small. I will also rebuild the wall. I will place a second wall in front to work in alignment. Here, the new skimmer is being bricked in. I will install the jets on the west side. Here I already have the inlets from my old steel wall pool. I will extend these inlets and connect to the jets. I will break through the wall with a masonry penetration. So, can I also change the jets later or reconnect them if necessary? I should have. I knocked off the rounding with my small jackhammer. The block walls should connect here in this area. I will drill holes into the wall and these reinforce with reinforcement steel. Then the block will be filled with concrete. To firmly anchor the block walls to the ground, I will place at least one in each block. I am placing reinforcement bars, which I anchor with the foundation. This concrete floor is over 30 centimeters thick. That should definitely hold. I will build a cross wall towards the retaining wall at the back, installed. Purely from a static perspective, I don't think it would be necessary, but I prefer to be on the safe side, since in the last recording, I had to impose a construction stop. As you can see, the winter has returned. In the middle of April. I have only placed some of the block walls into the construction pit. Be able to bring it in. Since the weather is not expected to improve for the foreseeable future, I have to bite the bullet and build the wall in this weather. The concrete pump will be arriving soon. They are coming and should fill the stones. Therefore, I will raise the wall on the west side today and install the reinforcement steel. I have set the first row of blocks. As you can see, I have set up a straight edge for this purpose and aligned the wall in a straight line. In doing so, it has been shown that I will definitely not be able to create a right angle on both sides. I have aligned everything so that I will achieve an angle of approximately 88 degrees. This is for completely fulfilling my purposes. I will need to cut this last stone. I have planned for it. I have carefully prepared the stone and will measure the distance from the stone to the wall. I will transfer the measurement onto this stone. Then I will use the large angle grinder on the stone. Shorten and insert the stone into the gap. Then I will place the bottom row to create the cross bracing. I have already aligned this block in line with my straight edge. I will also cut and install the two stones back there. And then the first row is in place. Once the first row is set, the worst and the most difficult part is done. cut and aligned the first row of stones. It is also level, which fits well. I don't need to level anything. However, I need to connect the stones to the substrate. The concrete alone would not suffice. It no longer sets. For this reason, I will insert reinforcement steel through the stones into the foundation slab. For this, I have prepared myself reinforcement steel ordered. These are 6-meter pieces. I will now cut them to 1 meter pieces. I will anchor these pieces into the ground once for each stone. For this, I will use a drill approximately 20 centimeters deep into the foundation slab and insert the rod. Next, I will very carefully install a cross reinforcement that I will securely and precisely connect to the side wall. I will then twist the horizontal and vertical steel rods. This should then provide sufficient strength to be able to hold the water power of the pool. I have incorporated the reinforcement in the first row. As you can see, here are the vertical rods that are embedded approximately 10 to 20 centimeters deep in the foundation. On the other hand, here is the horizontal reinforcement steel, which is also approximately 10 to 15 centimeters deep on the sides. An already existing wall has been installed. To further stiffen and solidify the whole structure, I will wrap a binding wire around here. You can either do this by hand, or you do it like I did. I bought a starter set. These are small wires. They are carefully and securely wrapped around the connection and then meticulously hooked in with this specialized driller and subsequently pulled long and taut. The result looks like this here or like this. I find this variant significantly better, easier. You can see here, it really holds very well. By the way, all the components used, I will link the materials and tools for you, as always, below the video. This way you can conveniently order and in this way also support my channel a little bit more. Thank you for that. Now that I have carefully and precisely installed, reinforced and aligned the first row, I would prefer to fill in the base layer of concrete, simply to further stabilize the whole thing, further and to ensure that nothing. However, snow and frost are slightly forecasted in the coming days. For this reason, I will definitely refrain from pouring concrete and wait until it gets warmer. I will still install the second row of stones. For this, I will place the first stone in the middle, so that the holes are still aligned. I will start with the half stone, then a whole stone comes to create an offset here. On the second row, it will be a horizontal reinforcement bar is carefully inserted again and securely connected to the vertical struts, ensuring stability, strength and overall integrity. The first 4 rows of the western wall are built. As you can see, April lives up to its name. In addition to the snow, hail is now also coming, so I must be discontinued at this point. The assembly of the last 2 rows, including the inlet nozzles, that are to be built into this wall, I will show you in the next video, because for today it no longer makes sense and I am done. Subscribe to my channel. Then, don't miss the new video, give me a like if you enjoyed this video, and take a look under this video in the description. Thank you for watching.